Hello, everyone. This is Omar from the. This is Omar, what used to be from the third rail. I have rebranded. Hello, everyone. This is Omar from the. Yeah, I have to make sure. Don't you hate? I have rebranded and called my podcast American Me after that movie, that crazy movie with the Mexican gangsters. But it has a different meaning to me that I have never felt. I want to talk on a serious subject. Um, I have never felt so. I don't know how you describe the word, man. It is hard, man. I have never felt fear in my whole life in the United States. I've been here all my life. I came here. I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. My father brought me here, and I loved it. I was a sick child, and I needed a lot of surgeries and a lot of things. And I was in the hospital in and out for almost 6, 7 years. All my life I've been in and out, and America has been very good to me and great to me, and I appreciate that. And I see myself as an American citizen, a proud American citizen. But I have never felt some sort of fear until lately of what's going on. You understand? Full disclosure, I know a lot of people. You deserve that. We voted for Donald Trump. Our community, the Yemeni community, voted in large number for the president, who's the president of the United States right now. But what he's doing, that's not what we thought he's going to do. But I don't know. Government do what they have to do. We're just civilians, I guess. And excuse me, I think it's mother my. So I've been here all my life, maybe 35 years, 40 years. I don't know. I'm an old guy. Okay, I will give you my age. I grew up under the banner of an American New Yorker. I feel like a New Yorker, a baseball fan, New York Yankees fan, football fan, crazy football fan. That's why I renamed the podcast American Me, because I wanted to show that I am as much American as anybody else is. Now, a lot of Americans who are born here or who have never been experienced the outside world don't know when governments are not when governments are scary. You understand? When they are deporting people for expressing their opinions or protesting or writing a column in a student newspaper. That's not good. That is dangerous shit. The reason I'm saying that, I'm from Yemen, Republic of Yemen. Before the Republic of Yemen, there used to be South Yemen and North Yemen. I was part of the North, who was more an ally of the United States. You understand? Was more of an ally of the United States. And the South was more of a communist state. Now, the reason I'm saying that, I'm not saying that America is a communist country. No, God forbid. No way I'm saying any of that or thinking or trying to. Come on, man. I wrote a lot of stuff and now it's gone. Okay. Why am I saying that? In the South, they had the communist regime, which was very dangerous, reactionary. They take people off the street, like what we saw with that girl. Disappearance. They come knock on your door at night and you just disappear. Now, we're not there in the United States. I'm not saying that. We're still, I have belief in our system and our institutions. But when I saw that, the Secretary of State said, we could deport you if you have a green card and you say something that we don't agree with. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying here? So as a young child, I came here and I learned, and I always heard this. Oh, I don't agree with your opinion, but I'll die for it so you could say it. Under that banner, we grew up here in the United States, and we appreciate that. And what I was saying is, people who immigrated from other countries and who saw the bad stuff in the other side of the world and came to this country and were given the opportunity to succeed. First of all, look at my hand. I had a stroke, okay? To succeed and to have better health care. And if you don't have money, the government helps you out and things of that nature. and you had this government that it is free, and you have these elections, these swings, Democrat, Republicans, people argue every year. And at the end, everybody, whoever's president, we all shut up for the next 4 years. It's not like that no more here in the United States. It hasn't been like that since 1996, when Fox was born, and the contract with America, Republican Party, came into place with the scorched earth policies of the United States government. So when I saw a lot of institutions are unable to fight back or push back, like some law firms who represented people that our president didn't like, he threatened to deprive them of any access to federal buildings or, to work, to make money. Because the worst thing you could do to a human being is cut their livelihood. So, and they just said, okay, we'll pay $40 million to any organization you want, and we're sorry. You don't do that. And once you start doing that, it's a slippery slope. And we people are picked up and just sent to another state. Where is he? He's in Louisiana. What's going on in Louisiana? What do you have there? We have like a pit over there. Why are you sending people to Louisiana? Why are people afraid? Why are you making people afraid? This is the United States of America. This is no third world banana republic. This is a nation that had that some old white men that came from Europe about 250 years ago came before that, but who are called the forefathers of this country, who had this vision that nobody had. They had a government that is made of 3 branches, where each branch check the other, where you have president, you have the Congress, you have the jury, like the courts that check each other. And this was never done before. And we, as Americans and as America, we enjoy great wealth and great liberties, and we enjoy our sports, our movies, even our arguments. Well, before this were beautiful arguments. We argue, on Sunday. I'm a football fan. We get together here, me and my neighbors, and we start yelling at each other before the game starts. As soon as the game starts, then everybody, just is in his foxhole and supporting their team. Now, what's been going on is not right. That's the reason you haven't seen me do any videos lately. I haven't done any videos because a lot of people telling me, Omar, don't do it. I said, what do you mean don't do it? I mean, I'm an American citizen. I mean, I pledge allegiance to this flag, and I sworn to uphold the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, internally and externally. I lifted my hands up, and I said, I'm in this club, and I'm willing to live by the rule of this club and embrace it more than the people who were born there or were originally here. That club is the United States of America, my friends. It is a nation that no nation has ever enjoyed such power and wealth and military prowess and civil rights and freedom of movement, the freedom to be who you are, freedom, like they say, to love who you want to love, freedom to be you, as long as you do not become an obstacle to the freedom of other Americans. You know what I'm saying here? Does that make sense a little bit here or no? I'm trying to make it make sense here. Let me see. I can't see that far. I don't know, because I haven't been here in a while, so I don't know who's watching me or not, but it's okay. You understand? It's all right. So, students, if you protest against a government of a foreign country, and you protest as an American citizen or as a legal resident or as a student, this is this is something enshrined in our nation, that the right to protest. The Boston Tea Party. What was it? That's how we started our government. Our government was born out of protest. The United States government was born out of protest. That's how we became a republic. If those people did not throw those teas because of taxation without representation, there would never been a movement for a country called the United States. At that time, those people who I hope my mic is working. The first Americans who said, no, we're not going to live under a king, who protested and took up arms, these were considered terrorists to King, I don't know his name, George, whatever his name was, of England. The United States of America was born out of protest. And now we're putting people in jail. We're taking away their student visas. We're taking away their green cards. We're enacting the war powers of alien enemies. There's no war. We are the country of due process. We have no issue of the deporting people who are here illegally. We don't want the country of illegal immigrants, 20 million running around. We don't know who they are. We're not for open borders, and nobody is. I'm an immigrant, and I don't want that. As an immigrant, I don't want an open border or chaos in this country. We want a legal immigration, whatever the government sees fits. Because we came here legally. We waited our time in line. My grandfather was a naturalized citizen. My father was a naturalized citizen. I'm a naturalized citizen. My kids are born here, American citizens. My grandkids here are American citizens. We are all in to this for this country. We're all in. We don't have no insurance. We don't have no place to go no more. You understand what we're trying? We want the United States, we want American people to know we are all in with this country. We're here to be as good as we can, good citizen, pay our taxes, love our country. Sometimes we disagree. We say, well, I kind of don't agree with what's going on over there. I think what you're doing there is not American, it's un-American. I mean, we should say no to a genocide. I mean, we should be able to say no to a genocide by a foreign country without fearing any action from our representative government. And when you see all this tariff, that first of all, you got to be careful with the mass media. I don't trust legacy media. Sometimes they make things that's bigger than they are. Last week was Doge. Doge is this. Doge is that. Doge is this. Doge. Oh, they're breaking Social Security. Now, you don't hear that no more, right? Because it was a narrative. That's what they do. They push us against each other, both political parties. If there's corruption, nobody wants corruption. We know where we came from. We know our native lands, they are corrupt. That's why people are poor. They have no institution. They have no accountability. Government do whatever they want. Nobody's against that. We appreciate that. And we tell the president of the United States, we support you to rule out any corruption or any waste that is unnecessary, because we don't want to go bankrupt as a country. I have no other place to go. I'm all in. I'm all in. I gave my hand and I said, I swore to the Constitution of the United States. That's it. I am a partner with the other 330 million American citizens to love our country and protect it. But what we're seeing now, it's not right what's going on here. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain that. I never in my life had to look for my passport. I haven't renewed my passport since 1997. Never went nowhere. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a city rat. I don't go any place. But now you have these organizations. They're making lists. Well, this guy should not be here in America because he demonstrated against Israel. Who the fuck is Israel? It takes a lot of bravery for me to say this. I never thought I'd have to say this, but we're in America, and we could protest things we disagree with. It's okay. As long as we do it peacefully, follow the laws, not to start burning things down like what happened with the other protests, whatever. That's our American right to do, because this country was born out of protest, believe it or not. So now I wanted to tell you that I love the United States. I love America. My kids love America. We love the United States. We're all in. We're all in. We don't have no insurance policies. There's no dual citizenships. Give that up. The other passports, we just gave them up. Because we owe our loyalty to this country that has fed us, gave us health care, gave me the opportunity to become a successful businessman, to able to make money and invest and lose money and make money, and all these opportunities that I will never had. Never had to fear a day in my life of going hungry, because I know that this country will not let me go hungry. Now, I don't know what to tell you. Let me show you a video here. See, I just fixed my eyes, so forgive me if I don't see it right. The people who did the surgery, the idiot, they gave me lenses, eye lenses, that I could see the smallest letter on a medication. You know, when they put those medications warnings, so you won't see them. I could see them, but I can't see the monitor 3 feet away from me. I cannot see it right. I'm going to try to look for the video. I hope I'm successful. Okay? Let's hope that I'm successful. First, let's hear what Joe Rogan has to say. This is Joe Rogan, man. Okay.
Influences Israel have on our country. I think suppression of people's ability to talk about very polarizing topics like Gaza, suppression of that is a cause of anti-Semitism, because people start thinking, like, is there some sort of grand plan to control us and keep me from being able to talk about something that clearly is in the news every day? It seems like a big issue.
Yeah. Well, maybe we shouldn't have a system where, like, our political class is not allowed to criticize.
Is it? Hold on. Oh, no, that's not it. Wait.
And a foreign government that's gotten us into like 7 wars. Benjamin Netanyahu is John McCain.
Right.
Like he's been telling us Iran has a nuke. He's been telling us they're 5 years away from a nuke since I was 7. Literally, he's been saying Iran is 5 years away from a nuke the entire time. And he came over here, he testified before Congress in 2002 that we, as a regional expert, that if we were to overthrow Saddam Hussein, democracy would sweep the region and there'd be all these positive reverberations. And then he goes, and you also got to overthrow the regime in Iran, and you also got to overthrow Muammar Gaddafi. And like every single one of these things.
You have to throw everybody. That's not the video I want. You know, I feel embarrassed that I can't see. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm going to do all the video until I see it. Okay, forget about it. I'm going to do all the video until I get it. Okay. This is a Turkish student who's doing a PhD in, I think, what is it? I don't know if it's NYU or Columbia University. It's one of these universities. Now, she is walking from one place. You know what she did? She wrote a column. She didn't even go to the protest. She wrote a column about a year ago that she is against our policy and against the genocide in Gaza. They put on her name on the list. She's walking the street. People in masks, they just pick people up. And if you are silent today of people like her being picked up, tomorrow's your turn. And all these Jewish organizations that are given these lists, one day they're going to be on that list. Let me see if I can be near that, right? Wait. Okay. Six people came out of vans. They didn't know they were police in the beginning. Just picking people off. And instead of putting them in jail inside New York, she was picked up in New York or New Jersey. They picked them all the way across the country to Louisiana because they have a favorable court over there because it's more conservative. They'll be able to deport them easily. if a government is able to maneuver how to outsmart our legal system and to deport people, to give them due process. That's all we're asking. Give them they say in a court, the United States courts. You know what I'm saying? I said, huh? Right or wrong? That's it. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for more than that. Can't see shit. That's it. Huh? They just picked out right off the street. Right off the street for no reason, because somebody put on the list. Imagine Jewish organization or Zionist organization are given names of people to be picked up or to be deported because they see them, because they demonstrate against Israel. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that what happened to them in let's see if this is it, man. Here you go. See? Hold on. I got it. Sometimes I do good stuff. Here. Is it there? Let me move this out. Remove. Okay. Put. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is not prayer room of NYC investigated. This is the real hate crime. They are attacking Palestinian students. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want the show to be. I don't want to mix it up today. You know what I'm saying here? So my show today is not going to be that long because, I'm never organized. I don't have nobody to help me. But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to just be afraid. There's no reason for anybody to be afraid. As long as you're following the law, you should have no reason to be afraid. It is our country at the end of the day. It's not those people's country, it's everybody's country. So if you protest, hold on. Let me show you this. Huh? I am such a slobby guy. Bear with me, my friends. Bear with me. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Where is it? Okay. I hope this is it. Is this it? Let me see. Okay. Nope, that's not it. So I'm an idiot. Oh man. That's not it. La hawla wala. No, it's not it. Come on, man. That's not it. Let me try it again. I can't see. My eyesight, excuse my line. I don't want to curse. Okay. Let's see if the second one, right? It has to be the second one, okay? You see that? This is Gaza. It's not a war against no terrorist organization. It's not a war. It's a war against human beings. It's a war of existence. It's a war of eradication. They want to eradicate these people. Everybody's like, look at this. Look what they're doing. See that? Now, if people are getting deported for protesting what's going on there, then who's wrong? What is this a war? I mean, who fights like that? Who destroys homes and schools and universities like that? This is an orchestrated of not only this is a Holocaust. These are the grandchildren of the Israelis now, the Jews who came from Germany. They said they escaped the same thing. They are
The last 10 days in the month of Ramadan are supposed to be the holiest.
All right, be quiet. Be quiet. Am I back or no? You know I hate this goddamn thing, man. You saw that, right? I don't even know where I'm at. Sorry, Mahdi. That's my favorite guy. If you ever want to watch this guy, go. This guy is one of the good guys. You know what? Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So I don't know, man. There's so much to do, but if I can't see what I'm doing, it doesn't make any sense, does it? So my message today is very simple. You understand? Is this it?
After is Masjid Nur al-Islam.
This is the organizations that's giving the United States government the names. This is an extreme Jewish organization called Beitar. They are Zionists to the fullest. They are extremists. They're the ADL, the worst organization that we know, calls them what do you call it? Almost like a terrorist organization, an extremist organization. This guy is at a mosque looking for problem. This is the organization that's telling the United States government that these students are wrong. These are their members. Look, excuse me. Okay, he's in Brooklyn. He goes to a mosque. It's closed. He knows. Now the reason he's out there is, imagine the video. His organization is taking the video. Imagine if people came out of the mosque and he's cursing at them and calling them names and beat the daylight out of him. A Jewish man was attacked. Anti-Semitism is on the rise. People crazy come out the mosque and attack a poor Jewish kid. This is what he's doing.
Protest right after is Masjid Nur al-Islam. How many 9-year-olds do they have in here?
You hear that?
Stop fucking the children. Why did Muhammad suck so much dirt?
Yeah.
Fuck Muhammad. Stop raping 9-year-olds. How old was Isha? This is where the children come in. This is where the children come in. They actually have a separate entrance for women over here. So we're coming here right afterwards. Got the women entrance, and donate generously for Masjid so they can send your money to Hezbollah.
See? He goes to a mosque and harasses Muslims in their mosque. Imagine if a Muslim went with a bullhorn and saying a lot of crazy stuff at a Jewish synagogue. Oh my gosh. MSNBC, CNN, everybody and their mother would be there. They're like, we got the news of the night there. We got something to work here, boys. Let's go. Let me see what I got this nice article, man. All right. You see this article? We're going to go over it. He was saying that he was calling Muslim pedophiles or pedo. Is that the word they call them now? Pedo, right? Okay. Is that it? I can't find it, man. You know what? I'm such an idiot. Oh, okay. This is the organization. Better. What is better? A U.S. The groups is pushing to deport pro-Palestinian students. You know? This is the organization. I can't see. I can't read it. But I wanted to give you an idea what this organization is. And I don't want to waste more of your time and things like that. I know you're probably bored to death after a while because I'm not making any sense, you know? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just don't make no sense. I know. Okay. Where are we? Try to get this. Here I am. Anyway, this show is going to be short today because I haven't did this in 3-4 months. That you saw what's going on in Gaza, and Americans should be able to protest genocide. It's okay, without fear from anybody. The United States government should respect our laws and regulations, even for visitors. The Constitution protects everyone, even people who are just come to see the Grand Canyon. They have the right to say whatever they want. That's how we strive as a country. Because if somebody says something stupid about us, we just laugh. You know. Anyway, see the allergy just kicked in big time. Not feeling too good. Anyway, I want to appreciate all of you, and I want to thank you. And I'm sorry I'm not organized. I'm going to try to organize myself more. I'm going to do a show every day. I'm back. The new show is called American Me. I'm rebranding. The other show is called The Third Rail with Omar. And I had, when I first named it The Third Rail, because I want to talk about things that nobody talks about. But we don't have any freedom. Remember in 2016, 17, if you say something, they'll deplatforming. What did he say? YouTube will kick you out, erase your channel without any recourse. Twitter with under Dorsey before Elon Musk will do the same thing. You can say anything. So what is a third rail if you can't say anything? You might just be a rail, that's all. Anyway, the name of the show is now called It's American Me Podcast. It is Omar. I appreciate you and I thank you. And I say God bless you and God bless the United States of America. I love you all, man. I'm ready to do it.